You're watching Do It Better, Football Manager 2016 series where me and you try and do it better. We take a team from around the world and attempt to improve on their previous season. This time round we're looking at Aston Villa and the aim is to avoid relegation. Right then, hello, welcome back. It's another episode of Do It Better with me, Dr. Benji FM. Now, the question I'm going to start with is, are you trying to do it better? If you are, do leave the hashtag Do It Better on Twitter with pictures, or let me know what's going on so I can include it in the next couple of episodes. From this point onwards, especially next episode, I want to include a few of the things that you're doing with this series as well as me. So, yeah, are you doing it better with Aston Villa? How are you getting on? Have you already done it? Then let me know and we'll review some of them next time. Hashtag Do It Better. That's how I'll find it. If you want to include me at Dr. Benji in it as well, that is useful. So, let's kick things off. The question is, have I been doing it better? Well, this is part 3 of the challenge, and we last met in the 1-0 win over West Bromwich Albion. You might remember it. It was quite a good affair, actually. We did quite well in that match, so I was quite pleased with the end results in it all. And if we take a quick look then at our recent form since then, well, 2 wins from that game, and we've played an awful lot of matches, it's fair to say. I think we've played 13, 14 matches, as well as the FA Cup as well, which we've progressed in, which I think distraction. I don't want this, but we beat Leyton Orient quite comfortably. So let's start with the wins then. A 3-0 victory over Crystal Palace. AU, Clark and Chris Martin getting on the score sheet, and I should say has been scoring a lot more goals since we last met. I noticed that Crystal Palace had a lot of bookings. Naughty sausages. I would love to be able to highlight other results in this that have been quite good, but we've drawn against teams you probably suspect we would draw against. The Stoke City, Swansea, Newcastle we got a draw against. A great result against Tottenham, we'll come to that in a moment. And a 2-1 win over the champions of England, Leicester City, who aren't having a champions-esque season this season, it must be said. But Vortu and Lescott with the goals, not maybe the expected sources of the goals. Ajoa got one for them, and it was quite even. We had slightly more chances. They had a little bit more possession, and it was a good game. They were playing pretty much at full strength. They didn't have Kante, they had Nathan Dyer, and I mean, hopefully they weren't playing him in the same position. That's not going to go well for anyone. And as mentioned, actually, last time out against Tottenham Hotspur, we got a little bit fortunate. We were 1-0 up with Matthew Firmino after obviously scoring against Tottenham as well. He must have loved that. Harry Kane had already missed a penalty, and in the 88th minute, Dele Alli, bloody swine, got themselves a point away at Villa Park, and I was somewhat disappointed with that. We could have had 2 wins on the bounce and things were looking up. So let's bring up the league table after 24, 25 matches. It's difficult to get it exact, but after 24 matches, Aston Villa were bottom of the Premier League. Only 2 wins to their name, 7 draws, 15 losses, and on 13 points. That's the key matter. Bottom of the table with 13 points. There were 10 points off safety, and the question is, are we doing it better? Well, you may have figured it out already. Let's take a look. Yes, we are doing it better. We are currently 16th in the Premier League table. 6 wins to our name now. Leicester, Crystal Palace, West Brom, of course, last episode. Norwich, Leicester. Oh, it was on the double over Leicester. Somewhat surprising. And a win against West Ham as well. Draws have come against Tottenham, Newcastle, Swansea, Stoke. Liverpool was a good result as well, just after the West Brom game, and Sunderland as well. So it's going okay. We are above the drop zone. I think a lot of things people will notice here is that while we are above the drop zone, we have played slightly more games, especially against a team like Watford. And Liverpool, of all the teams, I mean, I've got a little bit of love for them. 18th place, Liverpool. What's going on? Jurgen Klopp's been sacked. It's all gone wrong over at Liverpool. They're currently in the bottom 3. Will they stay there? It seems unlikely. And obviously you can do the maths that if the teams below us win their games in hand over us, we will slip into that bottom 3. So despite the fact we have 24 points, which is a massive amount more than they had in real life, we're still at relegation threat. Now, as you may recognise, it is January, and let's look at the transfers that Aston Villa did in real life. Not a great deal of ins. I mean, they let Joe Cole and Senderos leave, but this is the ins list, and that is arguably when they admitted defeat. Now, the January window is difficult. Again, we've kind of highlighted Villa didn't do anything. So we should probably have a little look to see if we could do anything better. Now, these were the players that I had on my radar. All Premier League talents. We had about 4 or 5 million to spend. Actually, not all Premier League talents. A couple of Championship players in there as well. Jefferson Montero, Jamie Lenz, Charlie Adam. Again, it was youth and experience. If we kind of do that, you can see a couple of young players, or youngish players. Lewis Dunk, Junior Hoylett, Loftus-Cheek, and then some old heads, Greg Whelan, Charlie Adam, and Jason Shackle. And then we kind of went for some flying wingers in Lenz and Montero. We looked at all of them. We decided that none of them quite fit in what we were looking for. We've got we've got some good players in some good areas, and we didn't want to just overload those areas. For example, Scott Sinclair, Jordan Ayew, Jack Grealish, etc. We didn't want to bring in more wingers. We didn't feel like it would be that beneficial to us. And at the back, we've got Les Scott. Akore comes back from injury, which is really, really helpful. And it allows you actually to put Micah Richards at right back, which then solves another problem in itself. So the only signing I thought we'd make is more firepower. We'd obviously spent money on Chris Martin in the summer, and his form has improved. Let's just take a look at that. You can see here, since the last episode, Chris Martin now has 4 goals to his name. So, I mean, 7 in all competitions, 3 in the Cup as well. He's banging form, but it wasn't quite enough. We've been playing Jordan Ayew out on the right, which means I needed another player. I needed a striker. And he's going to make his debut today against his former club. So today we play against Southampton, and the player in question is Shane Long. Yes, now this might be a little bit contentious for Aston Villa fans. Obviously spent some time at West Bromwich Albion. He's been around a little bit. Reading, West Brom, Hull, Southampton. Obviously started his career at Cork City before getting his big move to England. I think he's what we need. 2.1 million spent on him. And I think that's a good bit of business. He's absolutely rapid. He's been around this division before. He knows what it's all about. He's not featured a great deal for Southampton this season, but we've seen in the past that he causes problems. He saves clubs from relegation. His goals can be vital. Not recently, but this is where he comes back to good form, I believe. So if we take a look at the formation then, we can see Micah Richards at the right back spot, Marvey, Lescott, Akore, Guzan remains in goal. Flamini now sits just in front with Vortu and Guay in central midfield, Jordan Ayew out on that right hand side, Scott Sinclair on the left, and Shane Long today to go through the middle. You can see his goal scorers, Jordan Ayew 7 in 25, Scott Sinclair's got a few as well. I mean, if you want to look at the stats for the players individually and maybe compare them to the saves that you've got going on, please do that. But let's talk no more. Let's go into today's game against Southampton and see if we can do it better. Now, in the home game Aston Villa had against Southampton, it was 4-2 to Southampton. I think it was a game that Villa were in for a little bit. They scored 2 goals in a match, so that was a big deal for them. Again, can we do it? I'm going to use the phrase again. Can we do it better? Let's find out. Now, obviously, we have to keep winning games. Watford, Liverpool, games in hand. We have to do the job and make sure we win today's match. It's going to be an exciting game. Again, debut for Shane Long against his former club. And yeah, I think things could go well. We have a very exciting bench now. Grealish, Gill, Martin, Traore and Gisted. Not particularly defensive, I will say that much. But, you know, we need goals. If we go a man down elsewhere, goals, goals, goals. Okay, we're going to get very passionate team talk. I know you lot have been keen to revenge what happened last time we played Southampton. Even I've forgotten. We're only doing one season. Right then, as things kick off. Oh, Shane Long, first shot. Well, I thought he was going to get a very early chance there, but not on this occasion. Let's hope we go well. Again, I'll mention it again, mentioned it at the start. Do tweet me, use hashtag do it better, and let me know how you get on. If you guys have been doing a series on this as well, if you want to do it on YouTube, then by all means, I've made a video, and I'll link it in the description on how to stream, how to make videos. So, we had a chance there. Feel free to watch that, see if you can figure it out, and give it a go. Why not? This could be the way you get into YouTube. So I'm encouraging it, as we've got some good early possession here. As Micah Richards comes forward on this right-hand side. Oh, it's been blocked. Never forget it. Flamini, though, plays it back into Richards, who's got a little bit of room, whips a ball in. Doesn't quite go anywhere, though, but we're recycling it well, and this is quite nice to see. Marvey on this left-hand side. If our wing-backs get involved, and they have been in recent weeks, obviously we beat Leicester, draw against Tottenham. We've been playing well. Shane Long with another chance. It's been, I don't know, little under 10 minutes, and we've had a couple of good chances already. 2 clear cuts for Shane Long. Neither have quite gone in the back of the net, but he's putting himself about. To have those chances, you've got to be available for those. Yeah, we've all seen it. Southampton come forward. Davis. Oh, Guzan, that is questionable. I mean, Guzan is a concern for everybody involved. I don't think Villa fans enjoy his form too much this season. I'm not enjoying his form too much this season. It's a little bit sporadic as Southampton continue to apply the pressure. Ward-Prowse plays it back across, but Jordan Ayew clears, and that probably will be the end of the attack. Shane Long to Scott Sinclair. I've been here before. Yes, there we are. Southampton forward again. Oh, it's ricocheted all over the place, but blocks have been flying in. Jordan Ayew tries to clear it, but it comes back at us straight away. Ward-Prowse with it now. Tadic. I'm a little bit concerned, I'll be honest. He's coming forward with it. Ball played into the middle. Guay gets there, though, and this could be a chance for us to try and change this round. But no, they've brought it back again. Wanyama, Ward-Prowse, some very lovely players in the Southampton side. They had a very successful season in real life, of course, finishing 6th. Ronald Koeman's got them very well drilled as the ball's played into the middle. Mane hits the bar, and we stay alive. A point is good enough. Let's try and hold on for that. And I'm saying that after 20 minutes. Oh, nice bit of football, and Guay's finding his way through. Shane Long's there. Oh, Shane. He's got 12 finishing for a reason. Tell yourself that, Ben. Tell yourself that. Would Chris Martin have scored? Maybe. Southampton forward again. Jordan Amavi has given away a penalty kick, which is not helpful. Now, last time we had a penalty against us, as I showed you before, Harry Kane missed. Brad Guzan actually made the save. Can it happen all over again? Brad, I know I said some awful things before, but come on. It's Dusan Tadic with it. Brad Guzan doesn't get there. We should probably release him coming into the year. Tadic with the goal then. Southampton 1, Aston Villa 0. Not a great start. I mean, I say start, half an hour in, so the game's fully going on. Take another quick look then. Tadic, in his lovely pink boots, down the bottom left-hand side. Brad Guzan does not get there, and there it is. Okay then, into half-time. Shane Long not having the greatest of debuts, it must be said. We're going to get aggressive with them. I expect to see a much better showing in the second half. They've enjoyed that. Now, we have a decision to make. Do we change things around to the extent where we play our midfield slightly more open and get another striker on? Do we bring a Chris Martin? Not that one. Or do we bring a Rudy Gestede on, Adama Traore? Someone to offer us something different up top, to cause a few more problems, to play maybe off Shane Long. I think if we're going to do that, Rudy Gestede might be our man as a target. Let's do that. Let's try this out. We're going to take Gueye off, who's been... Do we take Gueye off? No, we'll take Flamini off. Not having the greatest of games. So we're going to bring Gestede on. Play him as a target man on support, probably. Try and get him involved. And hopefully, this will improve things slightly. We may have to make a few more changes. Scott Sinclair not having the greatest of games either. And Jordan Amavi after giving away that penalty on a 6.1. Not ideal. Into the second half, though. Can Rudy Gestede put his mark down on this season? Not something you ever want to say, I'll be honest. You can see Southampton in 10th place at the moment. Not having the most, well, I guess, I don't know. Is 10th place a good season for Southampton? It's not a bad season for Southampton by any stretch, is it? So, difficult to say. Ball's played up towards Gestede, who I think actually just lost out on the header, which is a little bit annoying. We're coming forward with it, though, and obviously Gestede now a target for us. It may be worth playing a little bit more direct as we play up towards Rudy Gestede, and Shane Long goes through and hits the post. Well, we saw it there. In perfect vision, the partnership between Rudy Gestede and Shane Long could well be fruitful. It was played into Gestede, he knocks it through for Shane Long, who comes close, the closest he's come so far in the game. As we come forward again, Micah Richards, ball into AU, it looks a little bit stuck, but Gestede's on it now, lays it back to Gueye, who's called Gaynor for some reason. Shane Long, front, there, well, I'll tell you what, against his former club. Will he celebrate? Of course he bloody will. He's making his debut today, after we signed him from Southampton, and the changes at half-time seem to have worked. It's played out to Micah Richards. Again, we've been able to push him forward with Akore coming back in. And Shane Long, from close range, makes it 1-1. Things are looking good. Can we hold this now? That's the real question. Okay, not long left to go. I mean, this is difficult because we've been playing so well since the changes. Do we go for another one? I think Scott Sinclair off, perhaps, and Jack Grealish to come on that left side. A little bit of change, a little bit more energy on the pitch now into these final 10 minutes. Can we find something extra? Okay, this is the chart. Micah Richards is driving forward. We've got into Shane Long. Gestede's there to Long. Oh, he's hit the bar. Oh, he's hit the woodwork on a few occasions today. He's done it again. We've hit the woodwork twice in today's game. Ball played in again. Shane Long. He's been a problem, hasn't he? Gestede and him are working together beautifully. This has been... Oh, don't do this. Please, no. Pella, back stick. Pella! Oh, it's heartbreak. It's heartbreak. Graziano Pella in the dying... Oh, God damn it. Ward-Prowse with a corner. Pella gets up. It hits one of our players. We're not reacting to it very well. And he shoots again, deflects in. It makes it 2-1 to Southampton. And... I think that might just be game. Fraser Forster clears. There's little time left, and it's all a big shame. But this could be one more chance. Let's believe. We've got 15 seconds. Can we find one more opportunity? No, we can't. And I think it was made apparent when you saw Rudy Gestede just being... Well, okay, that could have been a chance. You never know. Aston Villa 1 then, Southampton 2. A good debut and a nice partnership developing between Gestede, who's not played a great deal this season, and Shane Long. But that brings us to the end then. After today's matches, Watford now have 3 games in hand. We're on 24 points. Are you doing it better? Let me know in the comment section, on Twitter. Use the hashtag #DoItBetter, and hopefully you'll join me again for part 4, which will be sort of between now and the end of the season, and then we'll do an end of the season one just after that then. So if you've enjoyed this video, please leave a like. If you can aim for 1,000 likes, that'd be fantastic. And I'll see you again very, very soon. With love, with care, from me, not to mention. Until next time, goodbye. Graziano Pella. Ruined my day.